Hey everyone, just wanted to make a real quick video talking about the Marketing Cloud Engagement Model Context Protocol Server. I know, sounds technical, don't worry about it. Basically, it just means that now you can connect Cloud Code or Codex or Cursor, whatever tool that you're using to Marketing Cloud Engagement. It only takes a few minutes to set up, and once set up, you can do really great things like build more specific data extensions. Say you've been wanting to put someone on a journey to re-engage them because they have not been engaged lately, but you don't want to target your people who are oversaturated. Using Claude Code, you can just type that in using natural language. Hey Claude, can you build a data extension for me of people who are unengaged and undersaturated? Maybe you want to do some cross-sell, upsell. Maybe you want to just build emails, SMS, landing pages, whatever kind of content, or you want to build a complete journey and let Claude take 80% of that workload off your shoulder so that you can just verbalize what you want done. It creates all of that content for you. And then from there, you can just go in and finish the last 20%. So we all know that that last 20% is that really crucial part that contributes to 80% of the value that we bring to our company. And so Claude kind of gets you to that 80% mark so you can focus on the things that are actually important. So without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, in the video description, I have this little note that explains what you can and cannot do with the MCP server. Who's it for? We've got some, value adds like, hey, you can save a bunch of time. You don't need a technical person to build out your data extension anymore. You can target specific people. You can get quicker to market with your journeys, do all kinds of different things. So anyway, just check out this document. I think it's going to be really helpful for you. And again, this is for everyone. This is for technical marketers, non-technical marketers, leadership. This is for everybody, truthfully. And then down here at the bottom, I've got a link to our actual Salesforce documentation. And here you'll get information for how to set up the MCP server. It took me like 5 minutes, no time at all, really. And then of course in here, there's going to be information on what you can and cannot do. So, hey, you're wondering what can we do about our automations? You can come in here and and look at this document and it'll show you that you can actually create automations. You can create SFTP integrations. You can build custom filters. You can do basically whatever you want to. Trust me, this thing is actually super powerful and we're very excited about this. So then getting into the actual tool, we'll see here we've got my Marketing Cloud Engagement site pulled up. And then over here, I am going to be using Claude Code inside of Visual Studio Code. So some people like the Claude Code interface better. Doesn't matter. Just make sure that you get it connected to the MCP server. And the first thing that I'll do is come in here and say Claude, just to wake up Claude. And then I'll come in here and I will say, oops, let it load for a second. My computer's being slow. So then now I'll come in here and say, hey, Claude, oops, I can't not type. Hey, Claude, there you go. There it goes. Hey, Claude, can you make, let's say 3 emails for me for my company turfhome.app. And then I want to give it some information turfhome.app is because I need to give it context, of course. Now, when you create your org, it's going to have all this information for you. But just know I have to put this in manually about my app. So again, I'm just pasting in some information about what Turf Home is. And I want to say, can you use the content in my folder titled, what do we call that? Turf Home Welcome Journey? Turf Home Welcome Journey. To build these emails. I want to invite people to our free 14-day trial. Something along those lines, right? And now Claude is going to think and go through some reasoning and come back with some questions. So I'll pause this and let it think, and I'll come back here in a second. But just know we started this at about 3:50, and let's see how long this actually takes. So again, at the end of the day, what we want to do, or by the end of this video, what I want to show is that you can use this is just a very basics level. You can use Claude Code to build emails, landing pages, SMS messages, whatever. You can use Claude to build content now. Very awesome. You can use Claude to build multi-step, multi-channel campaigns or journeys in Journey Builder. And of course, you can do reporting. So I think today we'll probably just for the sake of time, we'll focus on building emails, building out these campaigns, and we'll see what we can get done in the next 5 minutes or so. But anyway, I'm going to let Claude think. I'll be back in a quick second. All right, that only took a couple minutes. Again, this is the very first time I've done this, so you have to do a little bit of setup. First time is going to take the most amount of time, so it's been about 5 minutes. And now it's asking me, it's saying, hey, I built these emails, where should we put them? I'll say, hey, put them in that folder, in that same content builder folder, for example. And again, 356. Let's see how long it takes to actually take those 3 emails that it just built and put them into my actual content builder folder. All right, it's been a couple minutes, and I do have to say I did run to the restroom, so you can't discount Claude too much. It's now 4 o'clock, so it's been what, 10 minutes? Um, Said that it made my first 2 emails. So let's come take a look at what these emails look like. Oh wow, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, if I come in here and click edit content, we can see that this is an HTML email that was built. Um, and what I want to do is just make sure that it looks good, it's on brand. Yeah, your field tells a story. Yeah, this looks good. Cool. Buttons work, but they're linked up. Things are looking pretty good. Let's take a look at that other email that it built real fast and just make sure that I like the way that it looks. Over in VS Code, it creates these emails in a little container. And you can preview them before you push them into Marketing Cloud Engagement, which I didn't do. I just said go ahead. But yeah, I like the way these emails look. Let's see what else we've got in here. Let's go back to my content builder. Oops, not approvals. If I come back over to content builder, then you can see maybe it built the 30 email now. So in about 10 minutes, yeah, in about 10 minutes, it built these 3 emails with different logos, different content, match my brand, which is really great. It has the unsubscribe information on there still and the preference center, which is great. So yeah, I'm actually thoroughly impressed with how this turned out. So now let's come in and say, okay, oh yeah, it's saying right there, do you want an actual journey? Yeah, build the journey and have an engagement split in there somewhere. Might need another email, but we want to re-engage at the last step, our unengaged, customers after 2 weeks. So, they get the trial, go through everything. They don't click into our emails. They didn't sign up. Now we want to reach out to them. That's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. So again, it's 4:05. Let's see how long this one takes. I won't make you watch, but hopefully not too long. Okay, a little bit of an update. It's been a couple seconds, I think 30 seconds or so. And basically, Claude realized that it needs to create another email, which is, of course, that re-engagement email. And then it's got to pull together the sender information for the journey. And then it's got to assemble the actual journey. So that's what it's working through right now. Pretty impressed that I didn't have to go back and forth with it. That it was actually able to take care of a lot of this for me. Sorry if you didn't hear that very well, but yeah, let's keep going and see what it can do. All right, and now it's asking me which data extension to use. And one thing I didn't show you all before this was that I did use Claude Code to pull in the content. So like I had it pull in all of the like logos and images and things like that that were used on the email. And I also had Claude Code build a data extension before this. Basically, it was like, hey, build me a data extension, call it Demo Builder Subscribers. And anyway, that's the data extension that we want to use. So just know if you want to build a data extension, you can. Basically, the prompt that I used is up here, but I used I used Claude to build a data extension of people who have been unengaged for the last 6 months, but are not saturated customers. So again, that's who we're trying to target, and that's what Claude found. So we'll keep going. Right now it is 4:11, and let's see what it has now. Yeah, just asking me more questions. So that's good. But yeah, let's let it work. It's been about 17 minutes now. Wait, been about 20 minutes now, not counting my little break. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. All right. So fair warning, this is the first time that I've done this myself on this machine. When you do this all the first time, Claude is going to ask you a good amount of setup questions. So this has taken me about 20 minutes in total now, which is a lot longer than I expected, because when I do this on my work computer, it goes much faster because I've already gone through these steps. So Again, full transparency. First time it's going to take you about 20 minutes to get through building all this, maybe 30. But once you have kind of that baseline set up, Claude knows how to work in the future. So anyway, says that it built this campaign or this journey. Let's go and take a look and see if it actually did. So I will refresh my page and come over to Journey Builder. Let's make sure that it actually deployed this journey. Now remember, what we've done so far is we built a data extension, we built 4 emails, and now we are looking to build our actual journey. So now we can come over here and we can see that we've got our Turf Home welcome journey. We're looking at this together for the first time, and nice. Wow. Okay, let's actually look at this and make sure that we're not just seeing smoke and mirrors. So first thing that it's doing is got our data extension that we told it to use, the job information data extension. I changed it after, so don't worry too much about that. But it is starting the journey, looks like tomorrow at noon or at midnight, and it is going to repeat and check every 15 minutes for updates. So that's looking good so far. It's got my first email, waiting 3 days, second email, waiting 3 days, third email. And then, yeah, it's got my re-engagement split. So I think this is on my internet connection. Don't worry too much about that. But yeah, so it built out this actual journey for me. So let's refresh this page. It's not like in camera being on. Cool. Sorry about that little blip that we had. I had to turn my camera off to get this thing to load a little bit faster. My personal computer is not the best. But anyway, yeah, let's come and take a look at that journey again real fast. Cool. So we will open up the Turf Home welcome journey. And yeah, anyway, again, we told it we want to send 3 emails, then check to see if if the customer has been engaging with that email. If they did, I didn't give it information, so it didn't actually do anything. But I said if they don't engage, then let's go ahead and send them another email. So again, this is a very basic welcome journey. You can see that it's actually using that email that we had Claude build out a second ago. So that's really cool to see. And yeah, I mean, honestly, this is it. This is the very basic level of what it can do. I strongly encourage you to come and look at my document that I have over in the notes or in the video description. And then of course, check out the actual Salesforce help documentation just to know what's possible. But the way that I am seeing customers use this is that they are actually coming in using Claude to build out emails, campaigns, customized reports, specific data extensions, doing a lot of the things that either a non-technical marketer used to not be able to do, or empowering their technical marketers to go even further. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but hopefully this has been helpful and we will see you in the next one.